Welcome to today's explainer. We're basically cracking open the case file on a brand new software tool that is making some pretty massive claims about passive income. Have you ever stared at those giant Amazon Kindle Direct Publishing, or KDP, royalty screenshots and just thought, man, did I totally miss the boat on this? Well, today we're taking a hard look at a tool called KuroNazo. It literally just launched today, July 10, 2026, and it promises to turn you into a published author for just 19 bucks. But, does the evidence actually stack up?
What if you could earn royalties from books without writing a single word? I mean, that is the ultimate hook for any aspiring publisher, right? The sales pitch tells us that everyday people are quietly earning Amazon royalties using this really simple software app. But today, we're going to play detective. We're going to investigate if you can genuinely crack the famously saturated KDP market without being a writer, a puzzle designer, or some coding genius. We're going to follow the evidence, examine their funnel, and absolutely look at the fine print. All right, let's jump straight into section 1, the whodunit publishing niche. So to really understand the pitch for this software, we first have to look at the scene of the crime, the highly saturated KDP low-content market. The biggest problem for publishers right now is just standing out. Standard word searches and plain old notebooks, they get buried incredibly fast on Amazon these days. So the solution KuroNazo is proposing targets a much narrower, incredibly hungry niche. We are talking about the murder mystery and guess the killer logic puzzle market. According to the source material, shoppers on Amazon and Etsy are frantically searching for these true crime-style puzzles every single day. By niching way down into this specific, high-demand format, they claim you can bypass that oversaturated generic puzzle market completely. Moving right along, let's look at Section 2, Inside the KuroNazo Software. Let's bring in our prime suspect and examine the evidence of what this tool actually does in practice. KuroNazo is a 100% cloud-based app that generates entire Find the Killer logic puzzle books right there in your browser, so it totally doesn't matter if you're on a Mac or a PC. And here's the cool part. It's not just pumping out random puzzle grids. It actually builds the suspects, the motives, the alibis, and the clues for you, aiming to produce a completely fresh case every single time, without you ever having to solve a single puzzle yourself. Now, it's also got a built-in book cover studio interface. KuroNazo isn't just giving you the inside pages. It actually includes a cover creation tool and an Amazon A+ listing generator. The creators know that even the best puzzle book still needs a cover that actually gets clicks, which usually means messing around in Canva or hiring a pricey graphic designer. This tool aims to bypass all of that by letting you design your front, spine, and back covers right inside the app, along with professional layout blocks for your Amazon listing itself. The creators break the whole user journey down into 3 remarkably simple steps, and they really emphasize that the software does all the heavy lifting. Step 1, you just pick your difficulty and generate the book with its clues and answers. Step 2, you make the cover and your listing in that built-in studio. And step 3, you upload it to free sites like Amazon KDP or Teachers Pay Teachers and collect your royalties. They literally say that if you can use email, you can use this software. But the absolutely crucial point is what's actually under the hood. Looking at their feature list, this thing boasts the ability to generate up to 50,000 suspects per book across 5 difficulty tiers, going from easy all the way to nightmare mode. And importantly, it uses what they call fair play logic. That just means every single clue is a solid fact pointing to exactly one solution, complete with an auto-generated answer key. You get unlimited PNG exports and up to 100 PDF exports every single month, and this is a big deal, you maintain 100% of the commercial rights. No sneaky royalties paid back to the vendor, no forced watermarks, just total ownership of your business.
Which brings us to Section 3, Checking the Creator's Background.
A slick feature list is awesome, but we absolutely need to run a background check on the developers behind the tool, Ike Paz and Luke Bose. Now, the sales page is completely packed with glowing beta tester feedback, praising the AI features, like how it can add cute little detective badges to pages, and commending the rapid development updates they made based on user feedback. It paints a picture of a really active, responsive team. But as an impartial explainer, I do have to point out that these are on-page testimonials provided by the vendor for a launch happening today. That means we can't independently verify the specific feedback ourselves just yet. And that actually brings us to a really important piece of evidence. When the creators show massive dashboards boasting over $4,000 in approximated royalties, it is crucial to note their transparency here. They explicitly admit that these earnings are from their older software tools, not from KuroNazo itself. Honestly, drawing that line clearly is a super refreshing level of honesty that we just do not always see in these types of software pitches. The critical difference to keep in mind here is their track record. While we can't independently verify today's beta tester screenshots for this brand new app, the creators actually do have a highly verifiable, highly successful history with previous KDP tools. Ike Paws is an elite vendor on Warrior Plus, and alongside Luke Bose, they've launched really successful, well-reviewed tools in the past, like Royalty Prints and Sansu Royalty. So you aren't dealing with some anonymous fly-by-night account. You are dealing with developers who have a totally independently checkable history.
Okay, let's follow the money in Section 4, Pricing and the Upsell Funnel. We need to look at the actual cost of doing business here. Our review of the funnel shows total 100% transparency. The affiliate JV page perfectly matches the live checkout, so there are no hidden surprises waiting for you. You start at the $19 front end for KuroNazo, then there's a cross-sell for a related engine called Henzai Royalty at $47. Finally, there are 2 upgrade tiers, Pro at $57 and Elite at $187. Now, I highly recommend reading those upgrade pages carefully so you aren't overlapping features, especially if you plan to just jump straight to that Elite tier. But overall, a very clean bill of health on the funnel structure.
Now, please pay attention to Section 5, the no refund catch.
Before you even think about opening your wallet, there is a major catch you absolutely must be aware of. The front-end price of $19 is an incredibly low barrier to entry for a software claiming to build a full publishing business from scratch. Unlike other tools that nickel and dime you with expensive API keys or monthly credit subscriptions, you just pay once and it's yours. However, that super low price is paired with a strict, undeniable, no refund policy. The sales page is crystal clear, stating, since this is a digital tool and you get it right away, all sales are final. This is actually a consistent house policy for this developer team. What it means for you is that if the tool doesn't fit your workflow, your money is gone. There is no 30-day safety net to test it out and return it, so your decision has to be absolutely final before you click that buy button. So let's wrap this all up in Section 6. Is it worth it?
Let's close the case file and deliver our final verdict on the facts we've uncovered today. Weighing the evidence, the scales are actually pretty interesting. On the pro side, you're looking at a legitimately differentiated tool targeting a highly specific whodunit niche. It's backed by a completely transparent sales funnel, and it's built by verifiable creators with a real history of success. But on the con side, you have to accept the risk of that strict zero refund policy and the reality that, as a brand new launch, its specific claims are relying entirely on vendor-provided day-one testimonials.
The evidence is all officially laid out before you. For $19, it's a relatively small bet on a tool that could theoretically automate a notoriously tricky yet incredibly profitable book niche. So the only real question left for you to solve is this. Are you ready to take the gamble, bypass the tech wall, and start publishing your own mysteries? Thank you so much for joining me on today's Explain.